Let's go now and talk to Steve from Orlando. Steve, you're on News Talk WDBO. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a unique issue here. I had a contractor to build a house, and in a nutshell, he abandoned the project.
All right.
After he got the first draw. I've since completed the project, and we were in litigation in court regarding a breach of contract. I won the litigation, and now I'm having a hard time collecting.
Okay, so you sued your builder. You got a judgment against them, a piece of paper that says your builder owes you how much money, Steve?
$25,000.
And is that against an individual person, or is it against a corporation?
Corporation, LLC.
Okay. So, Steve, you know, at the end of the day, probably bad news for you. The LLC you sued is probably a shell. There's probably no assets in it. Your home builder could shut down that LLC and go to work through another LLC. That's probably the bad news, Steve. But here's what I would tell you if you want to follow up. Colonel Airth is the attorney at my office that does debt collection, protection from debt collectors. You want to call Colonel Airth next week, get some advice about how you might collect this $25,000 from this LLC. He would be the man. You reach him at 407-423-5561.